It's something that we've learned over the years. It may not have worked the first time.
You just call it shady.
Like, no, Tira, we wasn't.
No,
you can't say y'all.
Guys do the same thing.
So say guys. I'm one person right now. I'm speaking for myself.
Okay, guys do the same
But
thing.
usually,
but you just said y'all. You said y'all do the same thing.
It's just common sense though. When you ask your friends something, they supposed to go with that shit.
Because I'm telling you the story.
Wasn't he trying to talk to me at the joint? Yes, that's just how it goes. Just float.
So you mean to tell me you've never been in a situation where you call your homeboys and be like, bro.
Wasn't we playing Madden all night?
Wasn't we eating at your house?
I don't think
with
so.
your mom?
Them girls that was it. Remember we had that smoke session. I ain't know none of them
Them
girls.
girls was there for you, wasn't it?
I ain't know none of them
I
girls.
don't smoke.
You know, I'm telling
You never
you.
been in that type of situation?
Yeah, you have, but it's not that often. You know what I'm saying? Because then again, it's communication.
I mean, ours aren't that often.
Ours is definitely not that often because I've just learned, like, I'm a bad liar. I am a bad liar. So I just don't lie. I be like, yep, we was out there 2:00. He did smack my butt.
Yes,
I was twerking on the bar.
That's savage.
It happened. Unless I real life don't remember. I be like, oh,
Y'all hear that, y'all? She honest.
I'm very honest.
Yeah,
like I
get her
cannot
off
lie.
the couch, please.
I cannot lie.
Get her off.
Don't
the
you?
couch.
Keep her, because then she gonna.
But then again, you just can't put yourself in that situation sometimes.
So you just loyal.
Nah, I'm not gonna say I'm loyal, but it's like, nah, don't say I'm not. I didn't know. Come on, don't touch my shit. It's just like I don't put myself in that situation. If I'm getting in the house at 5:00 in the morning, I'm not out clubbing. I'm down there at the boys' house. We playing the game, and I'm falling asleep. All right, now I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And that might sound like, oh yeah, that's just what
I
it's
was about to
like.
say.
But sometimes that's what it is.
I'm sorry. I don't believe no man is at his friend's house till 5:00 in the morning playing the video.
Bro, you don't believe it until you see it happen.
Damn the creator of this video game, okay?
I don't see that happening. You and your boys sitting in the living room playing the video game till 5:00 in the morning.
Bro, it can get that real. I'm
Okay,
trying to
but
tell you.
after a while, like, don't you get tired of that? 5:00 in the morning?
No, because
your eyes burn?
you got a different bond.
Eyes burn?
You got a different bond with your niggas than you have with your female. There's certain shit you can do with your boys that you can't do.
game.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You studio.
Teach me.
Alright, so come get cooked and made each and every night.
No, that's cheating. First of all, that's cheating.
How?
And on top of that, okay, I sort of kind of agree with him because when I got Mortal Kombat, I stayed up till 7:00 in the morning.
That's really what it be. Like y'all really think that it just be that
I
shit.
stood in line, I got
niggas
my
really-
game. I came home and I played the game up.
Like,
Prime example, me and
My
Dejan just at
daughter
my
woke
house
up
for
and she
4
played
hours.
with me.
That game is a mean thing. Who created it? Like, it's so
You
annoying.
just gotta learn how to play.
It's not even learn how to play. Like, I cannot sit there for hours at a time. Like,
you
Wait,
get
hold
into
on,
it. You
hold
don't know
on,
'cause you
hold
ain't
on,
been
hold on.
there.
Makeda, I have a question for you. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but have you ever been in a situation where your boyfriend stayed out to, well, not necessarily this exact situation, but where it's something where he stayed out to 5:00 in the morning playing a video game with his friends?
No, I never been in that situation.
because he
feel
know
like-
good and goddamn
Like,
well.
I don't
he
know.
better be in
Like,
that bed.
I mean, at this point, like, we just be like, I know what you're doing. Like, I know where you at. I have your location. Like, I know what you're doing.
You
So
guys
it's like,
location. Hello, all right.
so it's like,
She got that fine mind.
So it's like at this point, it's like, okay, we're not playing no fucking stupid games. Like, he'd be
How
like,
long have you been
okay,
in a relationship?
for 5 years.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, it hasn't been like 5 consistent years.
Right.
Shit happens, but
Right.
Got me right.
oh my God.
I felt all that shit.
Go ahead, Mickey.
but at this point, it's just like, I don't know. I don't have time to be playing around. Like,
But see, that video game shit keep you out of trouble. It keep you from doing that shit. So it's like when I'm chilling with the boys and I'm playing the game, I'm not out here dealing with all these extra bitches that's trying to fucking all that wild shots.
I just don't believe that.
Or you're not getting
That's
shot.
some good
Or
verification.
you're not getting shot. That shit is safe. I'd rather you play the game.
I mean,
You be
like,
outside.
it can happen, but me personally, I don't see no man staying up till 5:00 in the morning. With
No,
his
my
friends
thing
playing
is-
the video game. I don't see it.
My thing is the same
Come
interest
home.
and the same time that you spend with your guys playing the game till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning better be the same interest you spend telling me to pack my bag and taking me somewhere for a weekend.
Exactly.
So as long as we have that balance, and I feel like a lot of guys don't find that balance because they're consistently like, I'm like, you with your mans again, you with your man, to the point where it's like questionable, like,
Right,
I have a question.
always playing again. You sure y'all
Hold on, Devin. Let me ask you a question because you are the only man.
Talk about the round verse.
No, for real. Let me ask you a question. Why is it that some guys, you like feeding off what Demetria just said, you guys act like you have more fun with your friends than you do with your girl. Like, but that okay, so that's your girl. So why don't you throw that same energy that you have with them, the things that you do with them? I mean, you may not do everything with them that you do with her. You're not gonna do everything you do with her with them. But like, I've seen it where for myself and other people relationships where you would rather go spend that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night with your boys than spending with your girl, just having a movie night or going out to eat, or what's the point of being in a relationship at that point?
Right.
Just for sex.
It's not even that. Like you just get a different energy. Like it's a lot different when you with your girl, when you with the boys. The conversation is different. You can have the fun is different. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm with my boys Saturday and we about to go jet skiing or some wild shit, you can't do that with your girl. You can, but it's just like you'd rather experience with them first before her.
Why?
That's weird.
Just because you know that you can put it on now. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't like it, it's like, all right, I don't even want to put her on to that.
But
No, why can't you just do it together?
You can't do that. You can't do that.
No, I feel like if that's the case, then you're probably with the wrong person. Like, if you can't have fun with them, if you can't laugh, you can't really just chill with them and just really, like, crack up and laugh and, like, do dumb shit, whatever, then, like, why are you with somebody if you just be like, oh, I'm with my girl, like, I guess I'm going to just fuck on her and then I'm going to go.
Like, no, Dev.
And that's why, and that's what we was talking about in the previous sit down episode, whatever. But far as like when we go on vacations, it's always like a girl vacation. Like it's always the female taking, because when a guy, when you, who wants to feel like they're dragging a guy along? Like
Get a date first, though.
Right, but
the first part of a vacation,
y'all do
right?
A lot more stuff with your girls than you do with another dude.
We don't have boyfriends. We don't at this very moment. That is who we go to.
Right.
But when I had a boyfriend, it was like I want to go listen to poetry. I want to go do comedy. I want to do this. A lot of the things I do with my girl, I feel like I could do with a guy. But the thing is,
But see, that cancels everything out. Saying but.
No, just let her finish.
No, I'm
Like,
just saying.
but the thing is, even though, and I feel like those are some of the things that not saying there are some things that a guy may like that I might not like, but in a relationship, it's some sort of give and take. Like, okay, you know what? I know you really feel strong about, you know, or I know you really love to go see this person. I'm not just going to sing you all the time with your girls. It's easy. I know a lot of guys who just be like, you want to go here? Bye, go. And it's like, okay, you're doing everything to keep me busy to avoid the fact that we're not spending time together.
I didn't have that happen to me before. Oh, you want to go with your friends? Here goes some money to go with your friends. No, I wanted to go with you.
You want to go to a concert? Here you go. You want to go
Right,
here?
like-
You want to go there?
But did you
Fine.
express that?
Yes.
I know
Yes.
there's a resolution.
Leave that nigga.
Well,
Over time?
Time is very, very
it's
valuable.
priceless.
yeah, that's like the most important
Priceless.
You can't
thing.
get that back.
It's
Never.
priceless.
That's
It's priceless.
While you up to 5 o'clock playing a video game, I'm sitting over here listening to poetry, and I want you to listen to poetry with me, but it's gonna go off. It's a special. It don't come back on HBO, so you should have been there with me.
so you better record it.
No, but that's that's when you get mad. That's when you get mad though, because you watch poetry. Then when the time go by, then you don't watch poetry. Then you watch snaps. Then you gotta wait for that nigga to
Then
come
you call me your
home.
best friend, like, yo, don't that all playing. We right now.
Be in the living room with a knife.
I personally feel like it's a lot of things that guys do, like that could avoid like, you know, simple text, simple like it's simple things that you can do. Just, you know what, babe, let's go walking. Let's just go walk around the block.
It's a nice night outside.
You know what?
Let's go sit on the patio. Like
and I think guys, don't get me wrong, like, cause in my relationship that I had lacked some sort of romance on my end too. I always like expected him to do, and then realize, well, until he actually was like, well, what do you do for me? And I was like, well,
I give you what?
That was definitely one big thing. Like, well, if I'm giving you that, you got everything up. What do you mean? What do I do?
To keep updates on what's going on with Raw Unfiltered, to see the full videos, follow me on Facebook. My name is TIARRA Adams, ADAMS. You can follow me on Snapchat at LOV3, always _MARI, or follow me on Instagram at _queen__T___. Thank you so much, guys.
I be doing me. All you do is talk about it while I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I be doing me. All you do is talk about it while I'm doing me.
Yo, it's your boy Jay, and you chillin' with DJ Super Ghost and DJ Space City, and my man B.A. Banks Blend, Zam University, EBE, let's get it.
Hey guys, my name is Tiara and I am the CEO of Raw Unfiltered. Raw stands for Real Advice from Women. Now I know what you're thinking. This is not a female panel dogging men. This is really just people getting together talking about real life situations. No actors, no scripts. This is all natural. Now, you know situations where you're with your friends and you're talking about something but it stays in the privacy of your friendship? Well, we bring that all to light. We letting out everything. Raw Unfiltered is about real people with real opinions talking about real life events. We get down to the bottom of whatever it is you want to talk about. Relationships, finances, social media. It does not matter. Nothing is off limits. When I say nothing, I mean nothing is off limits. We're going to get juicy. We're going to get real. We're going to get unfiltered. Be prepared. This is Raw Unfiltered.
You gotta level it out. You can level shit out. Like, say if I know you going with your friends, I'm going to call my peoples. You gonna be done at 5, I meet you at 5. We can fuck at 5. That's okay.
Yes, that is.
Like, you have to be reasonable.
Yeah, but every single weekend, the whole month of, what's this, May? The whole month of April, every weekend you with your boys.
But you have to know,
that should wore out by now.
But see, in their defense, in guys' defense, and this is just in a female defense too, because I was told at one point in time, like, I go out too much, and I'm like, well, this is what I did prior to meeting you. You accepted that once we became in a relationship. Now, if he was always going out, if he was always the type, if you met him out and you know he go out every time, don't act so surprised when things don't change.
Don't date no nigga you meet in the club. That's out.
That's the argument, though. Like, you was in the strip club. Motherfucker, I met you there. What you talking about?
So basically, that's what I'm saying.
But sometimes when you get in a relationship with somebody, like, they want you to change. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, I know you was doing this, but now.
And I learned that I am not Martin Luther King Jr. There's something, like, I can't, like, he changed the world. At one point in time in my relationship, I had exhausted, like, I'm trying. You know, when you try to change somebody, but it comes to a point where, like I said, and I say it all the time, I told this to my sister because I read it. It says, a woman shouldn't have to chase a man. Because a man is gonna go after what he wants, and he's gonna change. He's going to change, you know, and he's gonna change if he wants to change. Okay, I believe there's some adjustments women can make to a man, but I don't think a woman besides his mother or grandma or, you know, somebody that he hold close to his heart can really change him.
I mean, at this point in our generation, like in our age, we shouldn't be trying to change no man. Or no man should be trying to, like, because at the end of the day, like, they're stuck in their ways. Like,
it's little tweaks I'm willing to help make you, but I ain't trying to.
I'm 25 years old. I'll be 26 in August. I'm not about to try to change another 26-year-old man. I'm not going to do that because at this time, you're stuck in your ways. We're going to bump heads about it because there's probably some things that I do that you don't like, and I'm sure it's things that you do that I don't like, but I'm not doing it.
It's a difference with saying, you know, trying to change somebody and trying to raise somebody. Like, you know, it's a big difference because some people, they may need to be raised, but K. Michelle said you can't raise no
Can't
man.
raise no man.
You can't raise no
Michelle,
man.
download that.
You know?
No, listen to
Shouts out to Kay.
But time out though. Back to what you're saying about like, you know, how somebody feel about their grandmother or their mom. You also gotta pay attention to how men, boys, whoever treat their mother. Like if you don't fuck with your mom or you disrespect your mom, I'm not gonna fuck with you because how you gonna feel about me? You don't give a fuck about your mom.
I love that nigga. My mom.
Did you know what Marty makes a good point? Because you're right. If he don't show her any respect,
What
who
he gonna
am
do
I?
for you?
Right, like.
You can't do nothing for
Well, a
me.
long time ago, I made a stat, and I was like, and I was just curious as to, you know, what the guys say, and I feel like, you know, a lot of people did relate this back to the Bible as far as who comes first, your mother or your wife?
Your wife
Yeah, once
Your
you get
wife.
married, your wife
Your
needs to come
wife.
first.
comes first.
She has to.
have heard
That's
your
weird.
wife
That's
comes
weird if you
first.
put your mother before. Like that's weird. Like
That
you
is
need
the
to let that go.
Hold on, go ahead.
How is that weird?
Cause I feel like some
What would you
niggas
do
be
without
like
your mom?
too. No, okay, I'm not saying you be like, all right, I'm married. Fuck you, mom. But but you still gotta be like, okay, your wife. Like this is the mother of your children. Like this is the person who you committed to. You want to be with for the rest of your life. You can't be like going to your mom and like, you know, relying on your mom. Like that's ugly. Like yes, you love your mother and yes, you want to take care of her and stuff like that. But you can't be fucking married to your mom.
Because most of the time, your
A lot of niggas act like they married to their mom.
If you step up in my way, I let the hater blast. I be doing me. All you do is talk about it.
If you had a child and you were married, what would you do first, your husband or your children?
I would feed my kids first.
Your kids first?
Yeah.
Marty, husband or your children?
I'm not getting married.
Buffet.
But I'm going for my kid though.
Your husband or
Well,
your
they know my
children?
kid.
Husband or your child?
T. Jonesy first.
I didn't answer.
No.
Oh, I swear I answered. I'm sorry. My child eat first.
The child eat first? So, Dev, if you were married, you had a child, and your wife fixed your child's plate first, like, would you feel some type of way?
No.
So you...
Most men who do feel some type of way, you know, most men, for those who, if they were to feel some type of way, it's because they worked all day, you know, in a American dream family, because there is a such thing as American dream, which they know everybody, you know, can't, that reality of a wife is at home, the kids eat, you know, at school, whatever, they're doing their homework. A man is working and providing for that household. The woman is not, you know, and the kids are going to school like they're
But
supposed
that's
to.
not what
So
we
after,
live at right now. Women
but
go
that's what I'm
work
saying.
and
Those
work
are the
as
only
men.
people. But in that culture, like in most Puerto Rican cultures, the men are out there providing for their households.
They on the roof.
Talking about...
They on the road.
Talking about us right now. I don't know too many black women who stay at home and be like, and who are housewives.
Could if I had the option, I probably still would.
Right, because like that's just not what we
boring
do.
as
Like
hell.
our mothers didn't do it, our grandmothers didn't do it. Now I can't say the same for like,
But
our
some people didn't do it
great-grandmothers,
by choice. Some people, you know, do it by choice. Some people, you know, don't have a choice. You got if you the only person mostly nowadays is the women who are the head of the household. So yeah, I don't have a choice if I want to take care of
the girlfriend because you paying all the bills.
Well,
But you gotta think about it. Sometimes the women is the household. Sometimes there's not nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's like back to
Hold on,
making
hold
plays.
on,
That's
'cause
back to
this-
making plays.
wait.
I make mine at the same
Wait
time.
a minute.
All right
This
now,
guy keep
Marty.
making all these faces. I wanna know.
I just don't understand your logic though. It's just I'm trying to understand it, but it's not making no sense.
To what extent?
To where y'all said like the women are the head of the house.
And a lot of
single family
home.
home.
But that's not that's not the situation. We talking about a man, a female, and kids. You can't sit there and throw that in. Oh, females are the head of the household because there's not a man there. That's not what we're talking about, right?
No.
I got us. We ain't gonna lose today. Storm is one of me. We're not losing.
I mean, but in reality, like, were we in the generation we live in right now? Like, do you come from with both your parents at home?
At a point, yeah.
Okay, I came from a single family home. All I knew was my mom, like, going out, do what she needs to do to provide for me. So that's what I'm gonna do now.
Right.
And if I do end up getting married, I'm never going to get married. But if I do end up getting
Yes,
married,
you will, T.
I don't believe in marriage. We talked about that
One
last
of these
episode.
days.
If I do end up getting married, I don't. If my husband was to ever tell me like, okay, you need to stay home and take care of the kids and just sit there, we're probably gonna get a divorce because I'm not doing that.
Right, but it also depends on the way you was raised.
Yeah.
Like, I was raised till I was 14 to where it was like my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it was just my mom, and I seen how she was getting it. You know what I'm saying? So with me just being on the phone talking with my dad, it wasn't too much. You got to really see it. That's why I work the way I do now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to depend on nobody else, no matter if it is a female here now. So it's just like, I feel like just depending on your background, depending on how you was raised. It could be either the way you was raised, your religion, it could be multiple things.
Different things definitely, you know, go into factor and I think that's something that when we say our scenarios, and I think, like you said, you had a point, when we say our scenarios, it's some of the times when we get off track, it's because we be like, well, no, that really doesn't exist, and we switch and change which is how we usually get off topic. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of things that play into far as a lot of the things we talk about here. So I just definitely want to put that out there. It can be, we're not saying things can't change and it's permanent, and this is all scenarios. We're just speaking hypothetically. So please remember that.
I got a question. For, y'all could, all of our ladies could chime in at any moment. But how do you feel about, like, how you saying, like, backgrounds and stuff? So you feel like, females do what they mom do. But, like, instance, like me, like, my mom passed away when I was 3. So, like, how do you feel about, or, like, what's your expectations for a female that was raised by a man?
That is
It's, I mean, it could be a role model then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be who raised you. So that's how it was with me. My mom raised me, because it was at that pivotal time to where I was 14, so I'm becoming who I am now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, me seeing my mom, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do what she doing, so that's the way I see that. But it could be different.
It cycles itself.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, though, also, it depends on that person. Like, yeah, you could be raised by somebody, but I feel like a person is gonna be who they are, like, no matter what. Like, it don't matter, like, the circumstances. You're going to be who you were supposed to be.
And what, to feed off of that, this kind of, like, goes off topic, but Mother's Day was last weekend? And it was Sunday, okay. And I see this post on Facebook that said, dudes love saying, if it wasn't for this woman right here, I wouldn't be who I am today. And he ain't shit ass nigga. So did your mama make you this way, or like, or this is how you? I know you did. I know. Or like, is this
no, Mari, she didn't.
Are you destined to be like that? That's who you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause guys really do, and I really do agree with you. Like, it really depends on, like, I think people are who they are. When people show you who they are the first time, I don't think that you should make excuses for them. I think you should take it as it is. And it's crazy that I'm saying this because I make excuses for people all the time. But like, I really do agree with that, because I feel like people, when guys say, "Oh, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be here," and
But then on the flip side, a lot of people then start to blame. Well, this is the reason, and try not to get out of their, grow from their circumstances, instead of like, victimize their situation. Like, oh, well, my dad wasn't here, so this is why I'm like this. Instead of just like,
That's like if a girl, like, I'm a hoe because I ain't had no dad. Like, I hate bitches like that. You a hoe because you a hoe. You not a hoe because your dad wasn't around. You just acting like you need to show that voice.
No, at the end of the day, we all got options. And I really do believe we all got the same 24 hours in a day. Your 24 hours is not different. Your 24 hours is not different. It's what you decide to do within them 24 hours. Now, if you're going to sit there and drown, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of times, and I done heard some people's stories like, yo, you didn't drown in, all of what you've been through. You didn't sink. Because they swam. They was like, I'm not going to be. A lot of households where you got 7 kids, and then it's like 3 crackheads, 3. I'm saying like, but I'm saying where these no, where they have these big families, and then but no, what I'm trying to say is they had these big families, and then like 3 of them crackheads and 3 of them this, and then you got that one who's a doctor and who starts to excel, whatever, and they be like, well, why are you like this, or how did you? It's because they made something. They made something of themselves, and that's the end of the day. That's what everybody has to do. You have to make something of your time and of your situation.
To keep updates on what's going on with Raw Unfiltered, to see the full videos, follow me on Facebook. My name is TIARRA Adams, ADAMS. You can follow me on Snapchat at LOV3. Always _MARI, or follow me on Instagram at _queen __T___. Thank you so much, guys.
I be doing me. All you do is talk about it while I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I be doing me. All you do is talk about it while I'm doing me.
Yo, it's your boy Jay, and you chillin' with DJ Super Goes and DJ Space City. And my man B.A. Bex Blend. Zam University, EBE, let's get it.